death, burial, descension, resurrection, and ascension, literally as he's entering into the eternal city of Jerusalem in his human body, they say, "Who is this King of glory?" And Jesus Christ responds and he says, "It is the Lord, strong and mighty in battle, coming back victorious, having fought and won a battle." What is the battle? What is the wrestle? What is the mystery of this conflict and the execution of divine wrath, like the burning fire of Jewish altars on the very sacred body of God the Son? What is the conflict? Let's turn back to John 19, 28 through 30. After being educated by the schoolmaster, we can read these verses differently, and we can see why the vast majority of attention given to the 3 to 4 hours of Christ on the cross was the first hour and the last hour, and more specifically the last few minutes and seconds of the final hour. That's where most of the attention is given, and that's the climactic moment where God the Son peers into eternity, beyond the thick veil of darkness in the heavens. He is perceiving that in this battle between love and wrath, and mercy and justice, wrath is about to be exhausted, and justice is about to be appeased. And he is going to prevail victoriously against the antagonist of divine justice as the advocate of mercy. He is perceiving that in just a few minutes, the epic battle is over and justice has been served. That is what is meant here in John 19:28. It says Jesus, knowing, he knew it, not alienation. He knew it, knowing that all things were now accomplished, like the burning muscles of Jacob, wrestling God in the whole night of intercession, or as the emaciated body of Moses interceding for 40 days and 40 nights at the peak of Mount Sinai before the blazing light of Elish Okla. All the prophets were perceiving in the process of intercession, so something being done, and they perceived when it was accomplished. And here it is, Jesus knowing that all things were now accomplished. He said, "I thirst." He said it in fulfillment of Scripture. He's got some moisture, dried out vocal cords, the threads of his mortal life hardly hanging on. He said in verse 30, when Jesus therefore had received the vinegar, he said, "It is finished." And he bowed his head and gave up the ghost. He relinquished his life in death only when he saw that it was finished, and that in death, after that specific arrangement of suffering, salvation had been merited. Wrath was quieted, fury was at rest, divine justice was at peace. This is that moment of victory. Love triumphing over wrath, and mercy triumphing over justice, where the incarnated love of God in Jesus Christ triumphed. He braved the wrath of God. He overcame it until it was exhausted. He overcame it until it was extinguished. He heroically, with a statement of victory, then gave up his life. Nobody took it from him. He relinquished it. He surrendered it. Only when it was time, when the battle was done, when he planted the flag of the atonement on the ash heap of divine judgment. This is the strong and mighty King, mighty in battle, spoiling hell in broad daylight all by himself.